Welcome to Barrage. I'm Matt here to do a product review on McFarlane Toys Daryl Dixon's Deluxe 10-inch action figure. There's not a lot of action going on though. If you want to watch the entire review on why I would not recommend you buy this, then proceed. But if you want the short and the skinny on it, don't buy it. Let's get into the details. I'll go in the good, the bad, the ugly. The applied pieces on him are pretty cool. The hair is a separate piece from the head, which gives nice accenting to like the ears that stand out and things like that. The vest, it's an applied piece, so it gives it more depth. The knife sheath, actually one of the standout pieces, and you can actually put the knife in there. And I think that gives it way more detail, and you have to put it in there. You have to leave it in there because his hands are not molded in such a way that he can hold the knife. Two more applied pieces that I kind of like and just sets it apart is the bandana and his shoes, which you wouldn't think would be a big deal, but the fact that they are, and they're not really that movable for positioning or anything like that, but they are a separate piece, so it gives that depth of where his jeans end and his shoes pick up. And I'm kind of mixed on the crossbow. He comes with 3 separate arrows, and they actually insert into the quiver. Now with the arrow out of the quiver, they look pretty ridiculous. But on the very tip is just a block so that it can insert into the quiver. So if you just have them laying out as accessory pieces, they don't look very good. Now one of the accessory pieces that I really like, and I love the way that it fits on him, is the poncho. I think the paint job is really good. The molding is really good as far as like where it lays on him. And you have to take the head off to put the poncho on. I'm not going to do that. All right, that was the good. Now for the bad. The paint job, the detailing on the paint is not nearly as good as the Rick Grimes Deluxe action figure. It looks kind of half-assed in places, like they literally just threw blood on there and smeared it around. There's also spots on his jeans where, there's a spot here where his jeans are completely ripped out and you can see his knee, and you can see skin tone. And there's other places on the jeans where you think there should be skin painted, but I'm not entirely sure. It just looks like the jeans are worn, and there's another spot, but it's hard to tell whether or not that's supposed to be skin. It just looks like it should be. And now the worst part about this figure, and the reason I'm sending it back, is the crossbow doesn't fit. The length from where he would be holding the crossbow to the buttstock of the crossbow does not actually fit in that space. So the way that he's actually molded to hold this crossbow, it does not fit. Also, there's a brace on the back of the crossbow that should go around his thumb, should go through here so that he can hold the crossbow. Trying to split his hand open to have him hold the crossbow is difficult, to say the least, and it's molded here. There's no room for adjustment there. So you're gonna have to pretty much break his thumb back to have that in there, and it still doesn't fit right because that distance is too short for the crossbow. This strap is pliable, so you could actually throw it on his shoulder and he could run around like that. Not a problem, right? Well, this is molded, and you can't do anything else with his arms. You can't put him at his side. You can't do it in a different position. It doesn't come with separate arms that you can change out like Rick Grimes does. That's it. So you could sling his crossbow, but he's still going to look like he's supposed to be holding something. So there's nothing else that you can do with the figure. And now to the ugly. The crossbow is not a standout piece, and I think they missed the mark on making it really awesome. The string is just the same plastic as the rest of the crossbow, and I think that if they would have used a different material, that could have looked really good. The strap, it doesn't look very good. It's ate up. It's not worn. It just looks like a really bad mold. Also, I mentioned the arrows earlier, and 2 of them are the same and they fit in the quiver just fine. And then there's a third one that's, I don't know what happened, but it's not molded like the other ones. I would have to get some pliers and squeeze this down just to fit into the quiver. So it's molded poorly. That wraps up my review. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, I wouldn't recommend it. I still don't recommend it. It's just not a good piece. I don't know what happened between the Rick Grimes mold and the Daryl Dixon mold. but this one just doesn't work for me. So, well, thanks for watching. If you like us, don't forget to subscribe and share us with your nerdy friends. See you guys.